Like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below. A 3 o'clock in the morning row over loud music being played by two British men in Kanchanaburi province saw a Thai man, possibly with mental health issues, attacking the pair with a sickle, usually used to cut grass or rice, leaving 49-year-old Marcus Evans, formerly of Western-super-Mare, dead, and his visiting pal, Sean Dagnan, needing urgent medical assistance. It seems they played music via a Bluetooth speaker as they drank late into the morning. The 23-year-old Thai neighbour, in a row of small rented rooms, weighed in first with words, and then, after feeling he'd been insulted, attacked the duo. The attacker was apprehended by other neighbours until police arrived. The British Embassy and families in the UK have been duly notified. A tanker which sunk in the Gulf at the weekend is causing concern both for the Marine Department and the Royal Thai Navy, who are working to prevent a widening oil slick from reaching beaches and coastal areas. Booms have been put out in the water in an attempt to control it, and solvent sprayed on the oil too. 500,000 litres of diesel oil was the cargo, and with the ship sunk at least 50 metres in deep water, recovery chances are slim until the high waves subside. As the Commercial Ministry orders any cold storage warehouse to report stocks of pork meat over 5 tonnes, several reports of stores around the country show inspections and complaints. In many cases, 5 tonnes, though, is just a week's worth for meat suppliers or meat packers, but the effort is in place to avoid hoarding by some who hope that prices will continue to rise. Those who don't report face fines of up to 140,000 baht or even jail if it's determined that they're hoarding, not storing. This morning, the CCSA reported 7,139 new cases of COVID around the country during a 24-hour period, and in that same period, 8,100 people are reported to have recovered and been released from quarantine. Meanwhile, in our own area, the province reports 316 new cases, with 59 in Chonburi, 55 in Silachar, 99 in Banglamung and 15 in Sattahip. Chonburi has, as in the capital, confirmed the extended official closure of all entertainment venues, including pubs and clubs, until further notice. Here, well, as eateries spring up in the place of watering holes, the effect of the order is limited to those who truly adhere to the law. Even Soi 6 has suddenly become a new dining street, with former ladies of the night seeing their job descriptions extended to including being waitresses. A local club, now probably listed as a restaurant, was raided at 5 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, finding Chinese and locals partying. Reported once again by a concerned member of the public. This time it was a karaoke party. All were urine tested and 8 failed those drug tests. This, as the city has seen every Richard and his hound closing their bars and reopening as eateries, conveniently offering alcohol. Some, though, do actually have real kitchens and are supplying freshly cooked food. Either way, the weekend saw the city busy in many entertainment areas, but most really closing at 9, as was the law until today, when closing times are extended to 11. There is a warning out, though, that several so-called eateries are offering customers the opportunity to remain on the alternative side of their shutters when they're firmly pulled down at the legal closing time. But with so many concerned members of the public reporting late-night lock-ins, that's not recommended, as in many cases customers, along with staff, are receiving an invitation they can't refuse to Soi 9, where it's certainly not a party event. Pattaya saw minor flooding again over the weekend as storms hit the region. Short-term flooding quickly subsided, but for boats out in the bay the weekend was a nightmare, as high waves continued to plague the Gulf. All are advised to stay in the harbour until the storm front fully subsides. With water levels rising at Mapachan Lake ahead of the dry season, so complaints have begun to roll in from those who use the walk and cycle paths, which have seen collapse in some areas as the subsoil beneath the tarmac has eroded in just a few months. The overseeing mayor has told engineers to get it fixed, but users are warned to keep an eye out for disappearing surfaces. And with the Met Office promising highs today of 30 degrees dropping down to 24, and the promise of showers at some time. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme,